Ladies and Germans, how you all doing? This is Con
And
Ulrich.
I'm Mangru. Hello, hello, hello.
And welcome to the ASMR Thursday edition of Steel Division. I can't do that. Normandy 44. We're looking again, like I said on Tuesday, we're looking at Duro SVK yet again, facing off today against Herr Robert on Odon itself. So we're saying, forget the river. We don't want your stinking pond. Rang, who's duking it out, though?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue.
Well, I'll take it away from him in the meantime. On the left-hand side here, Robert is going to be facing off with that Guards Armor Division. And on the right-hand side, Duro SVK, that crazy cat, he's going to be playing the Ninth Panzer. And you maybe
Indeed.
wonder why the heck we even talk about ASMRs in the first place.
That's a good...
I've heard in a recent Discord chat that I'm a part of that I could apparently do it very well as an ASMR streamer. So if you agree with that, please post in the comments below if you'd love to hear me whisper sweet nothings into your ear late at night.
Oh, we would all love ya. Don't worry, I'm not going to do that the entire time.
Oh, thank God. Thank
I
you.
know.
Thank you. It would drive me crazy just
That
listening to
wasn't
my own voice.
that wasn't a reassurance to the viewers. That was a reassurance to Khan himself.
Oh, okay. Phew.
Yeah.
All right, thank
So
you.
don't worry. But anyway, this is Odon, the cool version of Odon. No rivers involved. We got
Well,
knife.
come on. But the bridges are fun, right? I mean, bridges are cool. They take people from one side to another side.
That is true, but I'd rather just not go across a bridge. I mean, a bridge can break down and you can die if you cross one.
You can dive across a very, very, holy road, too. Like, I'm pretty sure if you look at that little town to the north where all those little shell craters are,
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
tried to cross that road. There was a chicken somewhere who tried to cross that road, and he never made it to the other side.
He did not make it at all. But, yeah, Matt is going to be getting off. And, so we got 11 armor Cromwell, we got the AEC, we got Stuart, we got Humber. So pretty heavy middle deployment, 4 guards armored. Very heavy middle. While 9th Panzer, same thing, sending a few things up north. And he's got 1 martyr, so that martyr's going to be very important. Try to knock out the guards armored armor.
I was not surprised, though, to see the guards going right at the middle. I mean, geez, that's all they did with Market Garden. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
hopefully this is a little more,
It's no
successful
bridges
than
to
that.
cross, so they should be fine.
True. No bridges to worry about. So that's nice. I guess they're trying to hold to the maxim that no man is an island.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, but this martyr firing down the main causeway could be absolutely devastating.
Yeah, he doesn't have... Oh, he's going to be moving it up north,
Oh,
actually.
that was such a... Oh, man.
I know, that would have been a
He
good
had
spot.
it. He could have turned that into just a hell's highway.
Yeah, but if her Robert just keeps barreling down, he's going to run into Panzerschrecks and Panzerfausts. Both are pretty dangerous to a half-track's life. Oh, no,
Well-
Marder gets in position.
Yeah, and the martyr's stressing everything out. Yeah, this is that one mission from Brothers in Arms. No. What was it called? Oh my gosh. What was the very, very small squad-based kind of version?
God damn, I can't remember.
Like a Republic Commando, but with World War II. One of them
Hidden
was
and
called Hell's
Dangerous?
Highway. What's that?
Hidden and Dangerous?
No, there really was something called Hell's Highway. It was one of the expansions for it.
Yeah, Brothers in Arms, Hell's
oh, it's
Highway is
Brothers
the
in
third.
Arms.
That's the third one.
I could not recall. It's been years since I played it. But yes, the guards are reenacting Market Garden. They really are. Like they're entirely bogged down.
But they got shit ton of fire support, and fire support's pretty good. They got 2 of their tanks still alive, and a lot of motorized rifles still. And see, the Panzer Grenadiers just get completely stunned up every time they poke their head out.
Well, what the old saying is, if a Panzer Grenadier sees a shadow, it means 6 more weeks of war. So, yeah, very much a groundhog kind of idea. Panzer Grenadiers and groundhogs means the same thing practically.
Yeah, I think Panzer Grenadier is actually German for groundhog.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. Der Groundhund, I believe, is the German pronunciation, but yes. But the infantry is pretty much dead over here on the German side, and we have a very plucky P1 who's trying to engage against a Stuart.
And the Stuart has 6 whole armor, so he is going to be pretty fine, even at that range.
And the P1 clearly was just drowning because he was bailing out or something.
The nice thing is Duro has a pretty decent hold up north, as he's got the forest area under his control. So maybe we can try to do a push up here, get a Marder and some Panzer runs or twos, and try to get across the open field up north.
Well, wow, Pac 38 is in a beautiful position too.
Oh yeah.
he cuts the entire arterial running north, west, southeast, which is great.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna miss to be honest, but it's still a really good spot.
Don't ruin this.
Hopefully he can hit, because I'd like to see a Pack 38 actually kill some things.
Well, I shift over to Herr Roberts' view for a second. He doesn't even know the pack is there. In fact,
Oh
he
yeah.
has no idea where anything is for Duro.
He doesn't really have any. He has recon down south, and that's it. That's just all his recon.
First shot coming on in, and wow. Okay, so they know where the pack gun is, and I figure this half track has a very brief lease on life. He needs to buy a lottery ticket immediately. He needs to buy a lottery ticket immediately. He could hit that Powerball. He would have been amazing. Jeez.
How is it that Pack 38 always miss? Like, they have the same accuracy stats as 6-pounders, but it always seems like they miss more.
You know why?
Right.
Allied bias.
Oh yeah, of course. It must be like that French allied bias.
Yeah.
Ever
French
since,
allied bias. Yeah, the Vichy
yeah.
French allied bias even.
Exactly. Ever since the War Game series, Eugene has always been unwantonly buffing French units, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. They figure, you know what? They can't win in real life. They might as well win something digitally, right?
Exactly.
100 Years' War? What's that? P-Grens and motorized rifles duking it on out. Of course, we always talk about P-Grens and, well, not the motorized rifles quite so much, but the P-Grens are just such solid units on the field.
It's so reliable.
Yeah. Yeah. If they were a vehicle, they would be, well, not an elephant, I can tell you that much, or a tiger for that matter, especially not the Porsche ones.
Yeah.
Um,
Like a Volkswagen Golf?
okay,
Okay, no, yeah, that's the whole scandal thing, alright.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, next you're going to tell me they look like a Pinto. You can tap them once and they explode.
Mm-hmm.
I was be like, no, they're not P1s. Now, we do have a Sexton coming on in, and of course he's going to be in perfect position to start barraging that Pack 38.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I've never really thought about is those little smoke markers are never actually seen by your opponent. And it seems a little bit quasi-unfortunate that is not the case. I imagine you'd be like, okay, yep, smoke grenade, time for me to run.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no firepower being unleashed.
No, he's just probably doesn't realize he has it yet. And damn, this is really... I was expecting a bit more action at the moment. But
yeah, I mean, both guys are kind of chilling for a bit.
yeah, they're just like, alright, we're at 50-50, let's, a little bit of a truce, get our shit together, and then we'll try to do something.
Well, the Christmas truce is passing. We're seeing rifles being caught out in the open, getting engaged. And Sexton, yep, he's going to go for that Pack 38, and the Pack 38 is maybe going to get one or two more shots off.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to get barraged to pieces, poor bastard. And I'm also surprised to see that Cromwell 7 had... What damage to Cromwell 7? Was that infantry-based AT?
I think it probably was like a Panzerfaust, or... I have no idea. I actually have no idea. It was a big cluster in the middle.
But like you said, we are looking at a 50-50 split. And look, there's going to be a very quick engagement, a rush to get rid of that Pack 38. But of course, everyone can see him, which means that artillery fire is going to start to correct awfully soon. But the Germans taking advantage of that lack of focus on that town, and we see the outriding buildings are being taken out and reduced one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am kind of fascinated. There's another Pack 38 kind of moving up in slow support from the east. Good position, bad position?
Pretty bad position. It's not in good cover first off, which is always a pretty bad position.
Okay, so what would you do with it? Would you stick it to that tree to about, 100 meters to the southeast?
Yeah, that'd probably be the best spot for it. Just somewhere where you got a bit of proper cover. They're looking up north, Robert's going to be getting some good cover soon, as he is a soat in this forest.
Yes, he is. Side note that has absolutely nothing to do with this particular conflict. It seems crazy to me that Pickett's charge in Gettysburg was centered on a the objective was that tree over there.
Yeah.
What?
We're just going to charge right through the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the objective? Pick up that tree.
Yeah.
And what, for Christmas? No. No Christmas in July, boys. It's still too warm. In any case, Sexton is going to start to pound everything, and of course, an AT weapon position shows itself. It's going to get barraged to pieces. That's going to
Yeah.
happen yet again. Two-shotted.
Damn.
Disgusting.
That was. Damn.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Rang is never a man of few words, and he was
Hmm.
just made a man of few words.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now, I am waiting for the Germans to make another concerted rush towards this town.
Mm-hmm.
Not happening quickly, but it could happen.
Yeah, it's definitely seems Duro's been yeah, that the middle engagement that happened at the start has really put a damper on his offensive capabilities. As we see, it's Guards armored and they are just amassing lots and lots and lots of stuff. They got Stuarts, they got Humbers, too many half tracks to count, and he's in a pretty good position to try to break through his northern area.
Actually, I'm not fascinated. I have to find out how many half tracks he's got. 3, 4, 5. Just 5. Okay.
5, okay,
Cool.
that's pretty
Alright.
countable. That's like one hand's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not quite a death punch, but there's still our 5 fingers there.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly good band, by the way. If you like some hard metal, surprisingly good. Second Martyr finally decides to get involved in the action, starts to shell the town. And despite having just a 1 HE, he's doing a nice amount of suppression damage here.
Mm-hmm. It's this big machine gun, high explosive fire back and forth. Cromwell smartly not poking his head out. But definitely seems like town's just going to become a no man's land, I think. As especially with Robert just putting all of his pressure up north.
Well, we could see. You know what? I haven't seen a Sexton specifically take down an open-topped vehicle just yet by direct fire, but I imagine it could happen.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool to see. Because the Sexton's actually not a bad tank destroyer. I mean, you don't want to use it as a tank destroyer ideally, but if you do get flanks, it's yeah.
I am surprised. I actually got to see a Sexton a couple years ago up close. You'd be surprised how small it actually is. It's
Really?
not a massive vehicle. It's shockingly small.
Huh. I guess the gun also is like, because the gun is only like an 88 mil compared to the big 105 that the Americans use with their priests.
True.
Yeah.
True. Well, again, I can't make that joke. I can't make a
Did it
joke.
involve sex?
And drugs and rock and roll.
Okay. A
Well,
ton of it.
one martyr does take out a Stewart. Oh yes,
Ooh.
the whole the Holy Trinity right there. Sexton's going to continue to barrage that street again and putting down some smoke, but he's a little bit too late with his holy sensor there.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking Duro's going to try to do some sort of push down south as he's trying to push through his like southern like cheek of the town.
When you say, oh, I was going to say we said south. I wasn't sure exactly how south we meant.
like
here.
middle south. Like he's going
Gotcha.
like from middle to southeast. If he can knock out that Cromwell, he should be pretty good to continue. Is to show out Cromwell's really just going to start shooting him in the flank, I think.
Well, he
tries
is
to make too
bringing in
much
two
progress.
P4J. Oh no, actually an H and a J. Okay,
Oh,
that's unique. Usually, you see a player commit to one or the other, but
Yeah, it is-
usually not both.
yeah, that's a bit weird.
And can we finally note how weird it is to see just huge numbers of tracers going after an allied unit as opposed to the German units?
Yeah.
And that's not to be
I know,
petty,
no,
but
that's
like
true,
it
it's
never
true.
happens.
Because the Allies rely a lot on fire support. Like, infantry isn't as good in 1v1,
Mhm.
but, they got cheaper tanks, and they usually stay alive longer, and they have more machine guns. Stuarts.
Focke-Wulf is trying to take out that Sexton, and he might be able to do it.
Ooh.
There's not a ton of armor on it, but hey, you know what? A stress is as good as a wink.
Yeah. Gonna get it to set up for a little bit at least, which is gonna give a Duro some time to relax.
I didn't notice there's also a Sherman 5 down to the south.
Probably not for much longer. It's Mortar's on his ass. Oh no, Sherman's gonna back
Yeah,
off.
it's true. And actually, the other guy's screening for him. That might be possible.
Dude, this Martyr's in a very... I'd say he's in a pretty good position. But it's a nice thing, though, Duro sure has range advantage of Martyrs, as her Robert hasn't decided to get any 17-pounder weaponry out yet. But once the 17-pounders come out, it's going to be rather difficult for Duro to deal with until he gets some artillery of his own.
Now, one thing that's been very, very bad for Duro, though, is that we have a 140 off map coming in from the Allied side of things, that OP Sherman, which just means more than observation post, I can tell you that much.
Oh, yeah. What's it observing for? A bunch of artillery.
I was thinking OP of a very different kind of OP there, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You smelling what I'm sniffing? I don't think
Crew
that,
knocked
that
out,
doesn't
of
even make
course.
sense.
Of course.
Oh, damn.
P4 shows its face. Crew knocked out.
Oh.
Internal fragments. Dear God. They're completely depleted. So 130, 140. There we go. Finally a German tank kill.
Wow. There we go.
And now the P4J is deciding, you know what? I'm going to lead the way with absolutely no ammunition.
I'll just run them over. I got a sword in here. I can just slash him.
I got the MG. What's oh my gosh? MG. Oh wow. Try this again. MP44 with a little curved barrel, so I can shoot outside the hatch.
Yeah, I just got a little mirror for it, so I can.
No idea how that worked.
It's pretty much the bullet can go around a bend, but it loses a lot of.
Oh yeah, it was more like a shotgun
velocity.
practically.
And also, I think the barrel read down rather quickly, just because of the metal you'd have to use and the amount of like pressure you're putting on it.
Yes.
It's a really weird design. Of course, the Germans in the Second World War will be the one to think out as a logical military solution.
And you know what? I want to go and just like mock them mercilessly that particular idea, but then you realize that in World War I they tried to run forward with shields made of metal.
Okay, fair point.
Maybe it's just the fact that the Germans were just idiots when it came to innovation, or they were too smart for their own good.
Yeah, I know in World War I they had really weird mounts which allowed you to shoot a rifle over a trench without exposing yourself.
Oh yeah, those are crazy. It's like this whole like wheel and pulley system.
Yeah,
so cool.
It's a absolute nutty thing. So maybe it's trying to imitate something like that. But hey, Robert's going to be imitating a rather annoying insect as he brings out the firefly.
Yes, but no Owl City will be heard today.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just want to point out before, we talked about the PaK-38 never hitting. Meanwhile, a 6-pounder up north bounces a shot in the first one. It's just not
Maybe
fair.
it's just, yeah.
No, you can say it. Go ahead.
I think for me, I mean, they have like the same stats really, except for like the 1 AP difference. I just always think, I think it's just confirmation bias. I just feel, you just feel it 6-pounders a bit more effective in the PaK-38. I also guess because your 6-pounder A phase is shooting like captured French tanks and other soft armored nonsense. While the PaK-38, you're shooting Shermans and Stuarts, which have a pretty good chance to bounce. Also, Armada 3 goes down the middle.
Yes, that was actually the Firefly came on in and caused some issues. The OP Sherman's actually going pretty decently.
Yeah, it's pretty good for Duro. It's managed to get into the rest of the town now. It's going to be a lovely defensive position. And also a great way to try to harass up north and down south. So that's good. I mean, those Pioneers have helped out a bit. And Stern Pioneers as well. Never go wrong with Stern Pioneers.
Have we talked about how flamethrowers used to be war criminals back in World War One?
Yeah. Oh,
it was absolutely insane.
I think World War II, I think if you were like caught with a flamethrower, you run exactly. I know of I know for a factory of crocodile crews, Churchill crocodiles. If those guys were captured, they were pretty much dead. Because they just
never knew that.
Because they just went to a bunker and just burnt a bunch of their friends alive. So, yeah, it really sucks. Flamethrowers really suck for both sides.
Yeah, not exactly something you want to be caught inside.
Yeah.
You want to die, make it quick at least.
Yeah, just
you know what?
Bullet for the head.
Hit it with an AVRE. I'll be okay with that. if I'm gonna die by a funny, if it's gonna be a funny kill, if you know what I mean, I'd rather just shoot me with a petard.
Yeah.
That Focke-Wulf comes back in again, and that guy's actually been doing a strong amount of utility.
Yeah.
He's not saving the day, but he's just a nice little workhorse opportunity here.
Yeah, and that G3 isn't exactly something I usually write home about, as it only drops 50-kilogram bombs, but he's doing enough to just slow down her Robert, and her Robert is making some fantastic progress up north. It's even got the 17 pounder here in a lovely position down the road. Just look at that.
Yep. And that guy still has HE. No, he doesn't have HE ammo. I was going to say he has an HE.
17 pounder has.
I
no
always.
HE.
Yeah, that's why. Okay.
Does not have the luxury.
Which is weird. I think at this point they're like, you know what? We have enough ammo for everything. Just start firing anything you want. So it's okay.
Yeah, the British, just did not like HE ammo for some reason.
Well, tanks are supposed to go after tanks, and
Yeah, exactly.
infantry after infantry. What would benefit of hordes of men having at each other
I know.
without a gentleman to lead them?
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, is another awful, awful movie from a historical perspective. That was my attempt at being Lord Cornwallis for a second, and kind of unfair, too. That guy was actually a pretty brilliant individual. And not just because he lost the American Revolution, because he was really strong up until that point. Anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I know the history behind him.
But there is still now that two Shermans, actually a completely Winchester Sherman, a Firefly, and another Sherman, and really between those three and a second OP coming. Oh, jeez. This town's not going to be in German hands very long.
Oh no. Oh no. It's quite surprising because there's been quite a lot of territory gains from both sides, but it's still at a 50-50. Duro's in a point lead by 100 points or so, but it can still go anyone's game. Guard armor does have, the armor advantage once he faces through the tank spam.
Well, even before sea phase hits, we had a P-Force go down to the north because of a 6-pounder, I might add. And that's a consistent message. That constantly happens.
Yeah, at the same time with Riv Knife, you can be affording to lose his P4s, as you can buy a J every minute. And hey look, we got a Tiger being brought out immediately, which is actually a pretty good idea.
As opposed to waiting until, late game C, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely needs some sort of heavy tank on the field. Even if it's not the best heavy tank to fight other, 17-pounders, as the Tiger doesn't really have that good armor. But it's all he can get as knife armored, so it should help out if he doesn't lose it. Which I think is how a lot of units work. If you don't lose it, they usually help out.
You know what? I think there needs to be a fourth phase. Tactical withdrawal, phase D. And you have, a lot more kind of off-map smoke opportunities. Yeah. Make it a much more support-heavy phase. I think that'd be pretty darn cool. What do you think?
Yeah. I was thinking, Total War, where you, finish a campaign battle, but you, press continue, so you can just charge down all the guys running away with your cavalry.
Oh, yeah. Those were... Yeah, I was that guy.
Yeah, okay, I got to...
Especially Rome 1, where cavalry was just ridiculously overpowered. Oh, yeah, that was me.
Oh, yeah, I managed to kill 2,000 troops with only 200 men. I didn't camp the corner of the map, I swear.
I like how that was what you did against computer players. It was, okay, you know what? I'm outnumbered 4-1. Take a tactical position in the corner.
Macedonian phalanx time.
Yes. Yes.
You can't flank me. It's borders on both sides, bitches.
And you have, two kind of throwaway cheap units, a thorax swordsman kind of thing there.
Yeah. The classic strat.
Guards are bringing in infantry galore, vehicles galore, and the 9th Panzer. Well, yes, they have that Tiga, but the Tiga is only one little kitty.
Yeah, in a big road with a lot of things that were designed to kill said Tiga.
Yeah, and it's really weird to think that a Firefly could kill a Tiger tank, but maybe I'm just a little bit too Animal Kingdom centric here.
Imagine if the tanks actually took on their animal forms.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It'd be cool.
That would be cool.
It'd be like Transformers, but instead of turning into Transformers, they turn into various versions of not domestic, but I'm trying to think of the other word. Wild cats.
Well, you know what? And not even just that. I think about it. I would think Power Rangers at this point.
Yeah.
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 Actually, what comes first, Power Rangers or Transformers?
Think Transformers.
Okay, I was trying to figure out who was the first one to do the whole little Megazord nonsense, and I was like, okay, well...
I think that's Voltron first? Not Voltron. Is it Voltron? Oh, I have no idea.
Somebody help us out.
Yeah.
Along with ASMR comments, which I actually regret bringing back up now. But Tiger Tank's still moving on forward. and he probably is going to get himself a nice couple of little cheeky shots. But as soon as that smoke dissipates, there goes his cover as well against that
Mm-hmm.
Firefly.
The Tiger does have, I'd say, has a brief advantage over the Firefly just due to the veterancy. But, you
Yes,
know,
but does he have the turret rotation?
I mean, he's facing kind of the right way, so... Oof. Oh no, oh, Firefly's gonna get first shot, because the
Driver
Tiger was
wounded.
moving, and yeah, the Firefly's gonna win this for sure. Oh,
I hope he proves you
bounces?
wrong. Nope, never mind. Forget the fact that he's got. Forget it.
Yeah.
Just forget it.
See
That's why tigers are endangered.
see the Pentagon Deer Fury is rushing up, trying to smoke the Tiger.
Yeah, well, I think we get a chance to do it.
The commander will be pissed if we lose the Tiger. I must smoke it.
Considering how much firepower, yep, there's the smoke.
Yeah.
But look how much HP damage he's already taken. That guy,
Yeah.
he didn't come out looking like that.
No, that's not even like a night camouflage paint job. That is raw battle damage.
Now I am enjoying seeing those 258s with that Kampfwagen Kanone, the 37 mil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 75. Wow, never mind. I'm sorry. I always see 37. I keep associating that with being the actual caliber of the weapon. I don't know why. 70-pounder goes down. The Focke-Wulf takes it out. That guy's gotten himself a couple of kills here.
Yeah, he's really doing
Ooh.
great, right?
Trek squad takes out a Sherman in the middle
Huh. That's pretty good.
and then dies.
And dies, yeah. There's gonna be many more Shermans where that come from, you. But her Robert, he's getting a +1 now, he's putting on the pressure down south. The Tiger being forced to retreat for now. And yeah, her Robert has a real good opportunity to try to nab some ground.
Especially if we look at the north and we see... Oh, whoa, another tiger. Did you just
Yep.
say that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I was gonna say there's another tiger. I'm surprised. I was gonna say make a comment. The Panzer over here has his tracks and wheels destroyed. Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
There's another Firefly here too.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's a Firefly doesn't have veteran Shio, so it's a pretty good.
Wait, a third tiger?
Third? You can't get
Yes.
3 Tigers.
Oh well.
No, it's just,
Believe your eyes.
no, it's
Oh,
only
no,
2
okay.
Tigers.
I was like, wait a second. I was super confused. I didn't think that other one could possibly be back in the fight.
Oh no, not anymore. Not anymore. He's dead. He's gone.
Where's
You
that
bit
third
the
tiger?
dust.
Give me the third tiger. You know what? I shouldn't have made the call out.
There's
I
only
shouldn't have
one
made the
Tiger
call
now, and oh, this is gonna be a bit difficult as, I mean, her Robert has really managed to he massed the Guard Armored Blob at this point. He's got all the rifles, all the Shermans. It's Guard Armored time.
Yeah, there's so much ground fire. I'm surprised the airplanes have not been knocked out by that.
Same. Yeah, maybe up north is where Duro can try to pull a clutch here, as he's starting to push back her Robert's forces. I mean, even though he's run out of Tigers, he can still get Jagdpanzers, which are pretty good. Not the best, but you know, when he needs something to fight Fireflies at 1.2 kilometers, the Jagdpanzers can kind of do that.
You need his headers.
Oh god, Steel Division 2. Hetzers are going to be so much fun. So much
Actually,
fun.
thinking about it, wait, Hetzers didn't never made it to the Western Front, did they?
No, I think I was primarily using the Eastern Front.
Kind of strange when you think about it, because you would have thought that, that's a conversation for a different time to a certain extent, but the short version is I'm surprised they didn't put him on the Western Front. They would have been a lot better for that kind of tight, close quarters fighting. You would have thought maybe the Strugs would have been more Eastern
oh yeah,
Front.
fair point. Fair point.
Because of the size and everything like that. Anyway, 2 more P4s coming on in, a brace coming down to the south, and more infantry coming from the Brits. And the little artillery park is now protected, but was at least protected randomly by an AA gun. No longer. But it is the Germans who have themselves a +1.
Yeah.
And a
And-
Focke-Wulf that's trying to stress out that Firefly. I think he'll get it. He'll get it. Never mind, no he won't.
Nope.
Okay.
Not enough damage to really scare off that 11 armored vehicle.
And I think the Sexton just took out the P4 with an artillery shot. Because
Really?
there's nothing else inside any kind of visual range for it.
Okay, we're just, huh? Oh no, we can always check the history.
Yep,
I
30,
didn't see
31,
anything.
approximately 31.
11:31. Okay. But surprisingly, Duro has a +1 point advantage still. Like he her robot hasn't managed to grab just enough ground. He's a bit cautious about moving through the southern forest, which makes a lot of sense. If
Engine
the,
destroyed on the Firefly. This is, oh my
oh,
gosh, this could be the opportunity right here.
the Tiga can see him, and the Tiga kabooms him.
So the Tico can kill.
The Tiga kills, and there's nothing up north to really stop the Tiga and the rest of the German forces. So this would be a great time for Duro to get some real estate.
I also like how we have this plucky little Panzer Grenadier running in from the side. Shrek
Shrek, there we
jams the
go.
weapons on the half track. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh my gosh, could he claim the Sherman OP?
the German's distracted.
Grenadier OP? No, he's not doing it.
Nope.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna let the armored vehicles take care of this.
Yeah, I think that's a Tiga job, right? Yeah,
Except when the Tiga doesn't feel like killing it.
yeah.
Oh, okay, Panzer Grenadier, you have to get in there, boys. You have to get in there, boys. It's calling your name. Yep, here we go. Oh, and here comes the machine gun. The machine gun is not quite able to see him. This is getting too close.
Well, 17 pounders getting some shots on the Tiger. Oh,
Weapons jammed.
weapons jammed.
But I think he's out of line of sight. Yep, he is.
Yeah. Now he has to get a supply truck up here to save the Tiger, and that's really gonna put dampers and Duros or so, as that was the main, firepower component of it.
Well, P-Grand's moving in. Shrek up. Eternal Fire.
Good enough.
Sort of, yeah. There is the Opel Blitz. And I'm enjoying to a certain extent how he's trying to go and blow up the Bedford supply truck that has 61 munitions left in it.
Yep.
That's like the guy who's like driving the truck, and it turns out he's got like two bandoliers of like 9mm ammo.
Yep. Just some pocket lint as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant to drop this off for you guys. This is from back at the front.
Yeah. I just found it underneath the seat. I'm so sorry.
Exactly. Oh.
But yeah,
Well,
Robert's starting to get the containing forces up north with the Firefly and 17 pounder, so I don't think that's gonna happen again anytime soon.
but strangely enough, that P4 in the center is just in a good enough spot that when things get close, he could do some rather hefty damage.
Oh yeah, perfect. I mean, Duro's in a nice defensive position just down south. I mean, he's barely holding on to our +1, it seems, as her Robert just has more stuff on the field, and scary stuff with those Fireflies and Shermans. But he really needs to get some infantry and try to, clear the forest down south so he can move up his tanks. Oh, and he just pops a Panzer IV, like so, and pops another one, stabilizes, baby.
Shut up. Well, there is a Hummel who's desperately trying to find that Bedford supply truck. Yet again, maybe he should aim for the thing that's actually firing right now, but okie dokie. Opel Blitz. Hope Blitz has been smoked. Thank you so much, Motor Half Track. And with 3 stars, that guy's just got an obscene fire rate. We talk about that all the time, but still.
He's pretty much a machine gun.
The Bedford? And I thought the Bedford was firing smoke rounds had it too, and I'm like, I'm not sure that's how it works. You fire enough smoke at it, maybe you'll set it on fire? I don't know.
Yeah. It's very good. Yeah, Duro has managed to keep the Tiger alive. That's a very important unit. He needs to keep on the field of battle, especially if just holding this northern area. But we're coming back to a 50-50. Duro's still in the lead, so I don't feel like he's going to do any more offensive maneuvers. He just has to hold for 7 minutes and try not to lose too much of a point advantage.
That's a big ask.
It's
a very big ask.
Yeah, and her Rob, I mean, he has he has stuff ready to go. It's just clearing the forest and clearing a way for his tanks to get into position.
And well, we have ourselves a Saving Private Ryan kind of defense in that town. The guys are running low on ammunition. They have either very little in the way of explosives or no explosives whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, never mind. They both have their. They still have four Capotaleros between the two of them. Surprising.
Yeah.
Alamo, Alamo.
Alamo.
Also a lot smaller than you think it is too. The Humble is now engaging the Sexton, and had he dropped that another 20 meters up, he might have actually killed it. Once again, I'd be impressed as all hell to watch a 27 HE round impact an artillery position.
Yeah, I mean he can kill it theoretically. It's just it's very tough, unfortunately. And that's what makes armored artillery pieces so good in this game, is that they're much they're less susceptible.
Susceptible.
Susceptible. I can't. Bloody hell! I said it 2 times already. Close enough to being counter batteried.
Oh, he moves just barely in time. The tunnel shot lands
yeah.
just behind where he was. And the town's been given up. You cowards. You belong on a bridge someplace, firing at a charging Panzer with your pistol. Oh, yeah. Focke-Wulf coming back in? Yep, Focke-Wulf coming back in. And the Tiger is actually up and running.
Yeah, so we hopefully get into position and use it to, well, blow stuff up. Tigers like blowing stuff up.
Is that what they like to do? P4 goes down the center.
Oh, damn. Panzer IVs like blowing up, yo.
Yeah, regrettably.
Yeah. And the problem with using the Panzer IVJs is because it's a hand crank turret, it takes much longer to get like a shot off. And because of how units just face, sometimes they're facing the complete wrong way when a Sherman comes around the corner, so you're just buggered. You're absolute buggered. And how Roberts has managed to get some lovely trades and just keeping up the momentum. Absolutely keeping it up.
Wait, were the Tigers the only ones who had the automatic hydraulic turret rotation?
I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, I do know the Shermans did. Late model Shermans. I don't know. Alright. Anti-tank guns, though, of course, this is exactly what the standard strategy is going to be for the next 4.5 minutes. As Duro SVK struggles desperately to keep the AT to an absolute minimum.
Mm-hmm. And he's still holding 50%, which is extremely surprising. It doesn't look like it, but somehow he is.
I believe the term you're looking for is obscene.
Yeah, he's just holding on by a thread. He's living on a prayer.
He's more than halfway there, so...
Mm-hmm. Row.
Oh, well, in the meantime, that Hummel is... Well, he's shooting somebody through the heart, and he definitely knows who's to blame. Ooh, and there goes a half-track down to the south. Last round for the Hummel. Shots up. It's gone. And it impacts and does not take out the 57mm 6-pounder anti-tank gun. No, folks. Instead, we continue to languish down here to the south.
Yeah. And Duro, he's just throwing more Panzer IVs just to try to put the defense.
Yeah.
That's what he needs. He just needs to try to kill a Sherman or two, slow down the push. But I think Hal Roberts going to be he's so close to getting a plus run. So close. And that should do it. Oh yeah, you need 2% to get a plus
there
run.
It is though.
Yeah,
wow, he's just hovering on the edge of that. P4's going to engage the OP Shermans. Maybe this other Firefly that's right there.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the last desperate stress. And there was one P4. And that's the end of that armored push, apparently.
Yeah.
There goes another P4. Did he buy enough time? There's the question.
There's 2 minutes left.
Probably be a draw, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a draw, it seems, as Roberts getting a slow plus run, and I don't really see Duro taking back much ground of 9th Panzer.
I keep waiting for that tiger to actually do something again, but I guess getting declawed that first time is going to get him kind of freaked out.
Yeah, he's just going to be redeploying it down south, I think, to try to slow down his push.
He'll get there just in time for the game to end.
Exactly. Exactly.
You might as well just A-move it from where it is. And there's the rest of the town. Crew knocked out. There we go. That's one. Between a Firefly, a 17-pounder, and a 6-pounder, he's going to go down.
Yeah, he's buggered. At least he did something with it.
You mean he was a target for a while?
Yeah.
There we go.
At least he did
something.
something. Wow. And
okay.
go.
And I don't know if the half track was in the way when he just was taking shots there or what it was, but it's pretty damn close. I think it's fairly safe to say we can go to ×2 at 15.
Yep.
Cool. 2, 1, ×2. P4s have died left, right, and center, of course, here. And recall, we need to make sure we check at 31-ish to see if we find a sexton taking out. Wow, P4s are just all over the place. They just keep dying.
Yeah, this has been really brutal. Yeah, it's a brutal thing for Knife Panja is, like, you're really reliant on those J's, and the J's aren't, even though they're much cheaper than the H's, it's not, losing that turret rotation, it's a big deal. It's really a big deal.
Well, you know what? Honestly, going and getting a draw, guards versus 9th, that's a great play.
Yeah, Duro played really well at that match. He managed to, barely get that plus run and hold it. 9th isn't exactly the best division, to be honest. They've definitely been outclassed a bit in the past few patches. But, yeah. Looking at it at, like, 31... It's mainly just like, I think it's a Firefly or Sherman that knocked out a Panja 4.
Yes, Sexton actually. Look, Maddox takes out Hausler.
Let me see. Right.
Looking under kills.
Oh shit, you are right.
You could try to be a little bit less surprised by that.
Holy shit. Like, not like you're right, but
I know,
like
I've never seen that happen before.
Whoa, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
Oh my god, that Firefly.
Jesus Christ, knocked out
2 Martyrs, both Tigers, 5 Panzer J's.
2 Martyrs. He killed like half the Panther Force by himself.
Oh, Sharp is certainly the correct name for him.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Preisendorfer. Wow, that's a hell of a name.
Yeah, and looking at losses... Oh yeah, Friedrich did pretty good at Panzer 4J. He got a lot of rifles. Lots of rifles. And a 17-pounder.
Heck, there's a Schmidt, the Pioneer.
Schmidt, the Pioneer. Damn. Holding the town to the last man. Even killed a Schoonmaker. God, some of these names. It's great.
Tigers didn't do much, of course. I mean,
No.
they picked up a couple tiny kills, but nothing really.
Yeah, just there for show.
But frankly, pulling a draw to that was... Whew, I'm surprised.
That was a really good match, though. Definitely back and forth, but Garjarman managed to mass up the force and push through. But really good play from both sides. It wasn't really static. It was pretty back and forth for the majority of it.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah, I love seeing, fluid matches. Let's say.
But I think that's about to kind of do it for us for this week, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least for this, insofar, unless anything kind of surprising comes up.
Yeah.
So, folks, with that in mind, hopefully we will see you guys all pretty darn soon. Any last words of wisdom, Ring?
None at all.
Okay. Well, folks, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.